Let's draw a cute raccoon in Procreate. You'll get a free drawing guide, brushes, and a color palette to follow along. I'll guide you step by step and share helpful tips and tricks, secret techniques, and Procreate features I use all the time. To follow along with me, you can download the free file and my 3 main brushes. My patrons get access to a more detailed guide, exclusive tutorials, and the full set of brushes. Let's warm up and begin this tutorial with a simple quick sketch. Create a new layer, take gesture pencil, choose this color, and turn on Symmetry. To do that, go to Canvas, Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, Symmetry, and tap Done. This is the center line. Right under it, let's draw the nose. The eyes should be somewhere in this area, but they don't have to follow the lines exactly. I'll step away from the guides a bit and draw the eyes here. For the eraser, let's select Signature Graphite. If you press lightly, it will simply soften the lines that are too strong. Let's draw the pupils, then make marks at these intersections, and draw the mouth. Right at this line, let's add a mark and draw the head shape. I draw the top of the head, then make a rough arc, hold for a second, and Procreate will create a perfect arc for us. Now I'll place marks slightly above the center line and draw more arcs, this time without Procreate's help. Place marks at the ends of this line and draw lines from the eyes to those marks. I'll soften the lines with the eraser and then draw the ears. This line separates the torso from the legs. To understand the width of the character, place a mark at the intersection of these lines, then another mark here. Draw a line downward, then draw the torso shape starting from the first mark. After that, draw the line for the arms. Draw the arms, the hands, and add a bit of detail. Let's draw the jacket line slightly lower. After that, I'll erase extra lines and draw the legs. Draw the scarf and then turn off Symmetry on this layer. Draw the scarf in the back, then the tail, then turn Symmetry on again, and fix the sketch a little if needed. To tilt the head, use Freehand selection, make a selection, bring up the menu with this gesture, tap Cut and Paste, and rotate the head as needed. Now as we warmed up, let's turn on the layer with my sketch and move on. Create a new layer, choose this color and fill the background. Create the next layer, take this color, choose Pastel Pencil, and draw the outline of the head. Pastel Pencil reacts strongly to pressure and behaves very differently depending on how hard you press. Let's fill the head shape. And to make the layer denser, you can duplicate it and then merge the layers. Create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, and take this color. To make the eraser textured, use Pastel Pencil and vary the pressure to get different contour textures. Here I'm pressing very lightly and here a bit stronger. If you need a natural eraser, choose Signature Graphite. With pressure, it only changes density, and the size stays the same as you set it. For the new layer, apply a clipping mask again, take a dark color, switch to Signature Graphite, enlarge the brush a lot to make it soft, and add a shadow with light pressure. Create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, and here I'll show you how to use a transparency mask. Select the gray shape, open the menu, and choose Select. Choose our new layer and press Mask. Remove selection, switch from the mask to the layer, and now anything we draw will stay inside this layer. If we take white by raising brightness to 100 and lowering saturation to 0, then switch to the mask and draw outside its borders, we expand the mask. We don't need that now, so I'll just keep drawing inside it. Add shadows on the sides, create a new layer, switch to Pastel Pencil, and make the layer denser. I'll erase extra parts, Then duplicate the layer again, flip it horizontally, move it left, place it where needed, and then switch to warp and adjust the shape a bit. Create a new layer and draw the nose. When I no longer need the sketch in some areas, I'll simply erase it. Let's apply warp here. Then create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, take this color, and switch to Signature Graphite. Create a new layer under the nose, take a dark color, draw a large shape with a white brush, then switch to the eraser and remove the extra parts. To get a sharp angle, I erase this area and redraw the shape. Create a new layer for the teeth, take this color, start with a big shape again, switch to the eraser, remove the extra parts, and apply a bit of deformation. A very useful tool in our arsenal is Liquify. Let's change its size and adjust the mouth shape, quickly changing what would otherwise take much more time. Create a new layer, take this color, choose pastel pencil and start drawing the raccoon whiskers. When you need to change the color quickly, adjust the parameters in the value panel and then fill the layer. Duplicate this layer, flip horizontal, move it to the other side, and merge the layers. Then on a new layer, draw an arc, hold for a second, and Procreate will let you edit arc. Also, in such cases, the distort function is very helpful. Duplicate the arc, adjust its shape, duplicate again, and make the third arc smaller than the others. Merge all three lines, duplicate them, and move them to the other side. To draw the cheeks, you can choose Hazy Graphite, and if you want less texture, Signature Graphite works well. Apply a bit of deformation and lower the opacity if needed. Now let's draw the eyes. First, draw the main eye shape using Signature Graphite. Then create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, take this color, and draw the first circle. Create another layer, apply a clipping mask again, take a darker color, and now choose Mellow Pencil to draw the outline. You can use Pastel Pencil. Create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, choose a dark color, switch to Pastel Pencil, and draw the second circle. If you need to change one of the circles, use Freehand selection. Select the circle you need and adjust it separately. Create a new layer, take this color, and draw the highlight. Soften it a bit with the eraser, lower opacity, and move a copy to the second eye. Now select this layer, create a new layer above it, enlarge the brush, and add another highlight. Create a new layer here, apply a clipping mask, lower brightness to 0, saturation to 0, and draw the shadow. Now create a layer at the very bottom, take this color, and draw the ears. Take a light color, draw the ear, and apply a bit of deformation. To add a shadow on the ears, create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, take a dark color, and enlarge Signature Graphite to make it soft. Then apply a clipping mask again, take this color, and add a soft pink tint. Create a new layer at the bottom, take this color, and draw the scarf. Create a new layer under it, take this color, and draw the first arm. Now create a new layer above the arm, apply a clipping mask, take this color, and add shadow. Right under the arm, create another layer and draw the jacket. Erase extra parts and add shadow. Draw the second arm, add shadow, and then draw the scarf in the back. Create a new layer for the pants. Take this color, reduce signature graphite to draw the outline, then enlarge it to fill the shape. Add shadow to the pants and draw the paws. I'll make the color a bit darker and fill them with a new color. Now let's take pastel pencil, draw the buttons, and add a bit of volume. Draw the paws, add volume using a clipping mask, and move on to drawing the lamp. To do this, turn on Symmetry. Go to Drawing Guide, Edit Drawing Guide, choose Symmetry, and place the symmetry line at the center of the lamp. After that, apply Drawing Assist to each new lamp layer and build the lamp layer by layer. To create a glowing effect, create a new layer under the lamp, apply Drawing Assist, take this color, enlarge signature graphite a lot, and then shape it with the eraser. After that, soften the transition with light brush strokes. To draw the butterfly, reduce the size of pastel pencil. Then switch to signature graphite. Draw the pattern, use the eraser to shape a circle, apply deformation, take a dark color, switch back to pastel pencil, and draw the line. To draw the ground, take this color, enlarge pastel pencil, and then vary the ground texture with different green shades. I press pastel pencil to get this scattered texture. When drawing the plants on the ground, use overlap. Let the elements overlap slightly to create depth. To draw a mushroom, first make the outline, fill the shape, draw the stem, and use pastel pencil with a clipping mask to draw the pattern. To draw plants with berries, use signature graphite to draw the berries, then switch to pastel pencil, draw the plant, add a leaf, then make the color slightly darker and draw the line. Draw a background bush with signature graphite, then switch to pastel pencil and draw some leaves to make it look more interesting. Now we'll add dark shadow across the whole scene. For example, these mushrooms are on one layer. I create a new layer above them, apply a clipping mask, lower opacity to 30, then lower saturation to 0, brightness to 0, take signature graphite, enlarge it, and draw the shadow. We'll add shadow to the other layers the same way. Create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, lower brightness to 30, and add shadow. Here we also lower opacity to 30, but we won't draw shadow. We'll just fill the layer. Now draw the tail. Lower opacity on these lines a bit, and add the same shadow we used on the mushrooms and the grass. If pastel pencil feels too rough for line work, use gesture pencil. I also often draw lines with mellow pencil and plush pencil. Take signature graphite and add shadow on the scarf. Create a new layer above the head, then select the main head shape, open the menu, choose Select, switch to the new layer, and choose Mask. Take black, fill the shape, lower opacity to 30, and then erase the extra. If you like drawing cute characters, check out this tutorial where we draw an autumn cat with a snail. See you in the next tutorial!